Gonna sing you one more love song while I'm feeling this way. When your mind sometimes protects you.
Kevin Filson was born a poor black child in the mountains of Covington, Kentucky. Through hard work and dedication, he overcame all odds, and now he's an old white guy getting ready to turn 65 years old. That just goes to show you that in America, anything is possible.
Kev, you've reached the ripe old age, 65. What can I say? You'll survive. Instead of a tome, I wrote you a poem. Yep, I still have that competitive drive. Let's start with that amazing wife, Sue. She's definitely the better half of you two. And sweet Della Mae, so happy all day. Who could ask for a better life than you? Now that it's time to retire, have you taken the time to conspire? Is it going to be trips to Venice, endless days of tennis? I think I'm preaching to the choir. We all know music will play a big part. It's near and dear to your heart. Playing your bass, leading the band at grace, your awesome gifts show through from the start. The time to think ahead is at hand. Retirement will surely be grand. With Sue working away, you'll be hard at play, devoting more time to the band. And so in closing, let me be clear. I've run out of rhymes, I fear. I raise my glass, and without being a smartass, I sincerely wish you a happy, healthy year. Happy birthday, Kevin. Love you. Bye-bye.
Okay, Kevin, only for you would we be doing this stopped on I-26 at a rest area, okay? So here you go.
Kevin is my son's father-in-law.
Kevin is my first cousin-in-law.
He's my dear friend and fellow musician.
And he's friend and family to both of us.
Kevin is my favorite uncle-in-law and aloe farmer.
Kevin is my non-biological father.
Kevin is my best friend.
Kevin's my baby brother. Although at 65, I use the term loosely.
Kevin is my American Idol.
Kevin is my best bro, my best friend. God bless him.
Kevin is my dad.
And Kevin is my neighbor.
Kevin is my
brother-in-law.
We've been friends now, playing music together for probably getting close to around 25 years.
Kevin is my uncle / hero.
Kevin is the father of my second cousins, which I believe makes him my second cousin's father. Yes, that sounds right. I believe that's correct.
Kevin is my favorite uncle, and frankly, one of my favorite people. And I'm not just blowing smoke up your ass because it's your birthday. You really are one of my favorite people, and I am very thankful and appreciative to have you in my life.
Kevin is my neighbor.
Kevin is my dad.
Kevin is my uncle.
Kevin is my other dad.
Kevin's my rock and roll hero.
Kevin is an avid UK basketball fan.
He is an enthusiastic musician.
Kevin is thoughtful.
Kevin is a badass.
Kevin is so freaking talented.
Kevin is a hunka burning love. Woo! I say a hunka burning love.
Kevin is incredibly funny. Love his jokes in the band. I repeat them all the time.
Kevin is passionate.
And Kevin is awesome.
Kevin is the most interesting man in the world.
He's a very caring person. He'll do anything for you. He cares a lot about family and friends and stuff, and he'll always be there for you.
Kevin is kindness.
Kevin is hilarious and fun-loving.
Kevin is a mentor. There are ways that you have mentored me and you have no idea that you're even doing it. Musically, sure, but in other ways as well. You are one of the few people in my life that doesn't just talk the talk but walks the walk. And that is something for which I will always be appreciative.
Kevin's very entertaining. He's laid back. He's a lot like me in that laid back sense.
Dad is intelligent.
I would describe him as talented.
Kevin is a giant piece of joy.
Kevin is funny. It's the thing that really attracted me to him from the get-go.
My favorite thing about Kevin is the fact that he can be encouraging no matter how lousy you are at music.
My favorite thing about Kevin is that he brings his family to visit us at least a couple times a year, and we all have a great time picking and grinning and eating and laughing.
My favorite thing is playing bluegrass music with Kevin Filson. He's a great guitar player.
My favorite thing about Kevin is how welcoming he is.
My favorite thing about Kevin is how open he is to my opinions and ideas.
My favorite thing about Kevin is he's so soulful.
I love Kevin because we're totally different in some ways and completely alike in others, and it works.
My favorite thing about Kevin is that he makes me want to shout. Shout a little bit softer now. Shout a little bit louder now. Shout.
My favorite thing about Kevin is his talent and his love of God and his love of Christ. It's just he's terrific.
My favorite thing about Dad is his love of family.
And my favorite thing about Kevin is his love for his family.
My favorite thing about Kevin is
he's a Republican and a Trump.
yes.
One of my favorite things about him is that he's a caring person. You know, you can count on him to do things, you know, and he's the one who always makes out our song list for our band or something like that.
My favorite thing about Kevin is that he likes to have fun. He likes to laugh and enjoy positive flow.
My favorite thing about Kevin is his ability to drink beer all night long while maintaining his composure, when I would be curled up in a corner puking.
My favorite thing about Kevin is his sense of humor and love of life, and I think those two things are intertwined, but I guess that's favorite things. You're just happy a lot of the times, and I really like that because it seems genuine and it seems to come from inside. You had your stripes and your struggles, and some of those to which I'm privy, others I'm not, but I knew that they were there, and so kudos to you for keeping your chin up and staying positive and happy.
My favorite thing about Dad is how generous he is with his home, with his music, with his interests, with his love.
My favorite thing he does is if you're having a conversation with him, he gets that look like he's getting ready to answer in some deep thought, and he goes like this. And then he doesn't say anything, and that's what I like.
My favorite things about Kevin are his good grammar, his passion for music, and his big heart.
My favorite thing about him is his sense of humor.
When I hear Mustang Sally, I think of Kevin because that was one of those 60s tunes that we all know and love, and he does it better. Yeah, his band does it better than anybody I've ever heard.
The song that reminds me of Kevin is The Rose. And my favorite version is the one that sung by Kevin as requested by Aunt Granny Harriet.
And I love all of his songs. I always enjoy playing with him.
When I hear Rock Salt and Nails by anyone, I think of Kevin because he introduced me to the song, and I'll never forget it because it sounded like such a nice song. I had to stop and think, did he really just say he was going to fill up his shotgun with rock salt and nails? Squirrels, until then, with high bushy tails, had conjured up cute to me.
When I hear the song that Kevin did for our wedding, I can't help but cry, and I still can't sing that last verse that he wrote without crying.
Okay, it's got to be Brown Eyed Girl because he takes that bass solo and multiplies it by 2 like he shouldn't, but he's so good that he just does and everybody loves it.
I think of Kevin when I hear the song My Baby's Gone by Country Gazette or the Louvin Brothers, because I enjoy singing that song with him.
When I hear Shining Star, I think of Kevin because it shows what life can truly be. Shining star for all to see what your life can truly be.
Stevie Winwood's Give Me Some Lovin'. I think that's a signature song of his.
When I hear Rock, Salt, and Nails, I think of Dad because he crushes it.
And when I hear Del McCoury, I always think about Kevin because he cannot stand Del McCoury's voice.
Led Zeppelin. The song is What Is and What Should Never Be because you should live closer to Oregon so we can play more music.
That's right. Y'all should be living in Oregon.
And when I hear certain songs like Red Solo Cup, it reminds me of Kevin because I know he likes his beer.
When I hear the song I've Just Seen a Face by the Beatles, it always makes me think of Kevin. He plays a version of that song in bluegrass style, and very well, I might add.
When I hear any Ricky Skaggs tune, I think of Kevin because you have an amazing tenor voice. A voice of which I made, I modeled my voice after yours, particularly early on, because you had an absolutely amazing tenor voice, and I thought if I can sound like Kevin, then I'm doing it right.
When I hear Del McCoury play, I think of Kevin, and ask him about that next time you talk to him.
When I hear Baby Girl, I think of Dad because when I was giving blood one time, I was so sick and nervous about it that I sang Baby Girl to myself because it felt like Dad was there with me.
The song I always think of him is Blue and Lonesome Too because him and my dad do it, and I think it's one of the best versions I've ever heard.
When I hear any oldies music, I think of Kevin and imagine him on a stage in a Hawaiian shirt, jiggling his guitar and blasting out harmonies.
Now the band or the song that makes me think about him, I can't even narrow that down because he has exposed me as a musician to so many bands and so many songs and so many types of music that I'm so truly thankful for.
My favorite memory of Kevin is stumping down the halls at the Sun Spree at Bluegrass First Class looking for a room that needs a picker.
We have so many great memories together, but it's still easy for me to pick my favorite. John had to have his tonsils taken out. So I came home from class one day and there was blood splattered all over the bathroom, on the walls, the floor, the mirror, and there was a bloody note that said, "Gone to hospital," signed by John. So I went to the hospital and Kevin found out and he came to the hospital and we were standing bedside trying to comfort John and make sure he's okay. And the doctor walks in and he says, what we have here, and without missing a beat, Kevin says, is a failure to coagulate. Well, Kevin and I thought it was hilarious. We still think it's hilarious. And the doctor didn't think it was funny, and John didn't really see the humor either, but it was classic.
One of my favorite memories of Kevin is every time he sings, especially with the family.
One of my favorite memories of Kevin is asking him for Kinder's hand in marriage, which was nerve-wracking, and we both cried and hugged and drank beer.
I have a lot of favorite memories, but the one that comes to mind right now is when we were body surfing in Costa Rica, and Kevin says, "We got to catch this wave." That was just fun at sunset. So yeah, that's a good memory.
And favorite memory has to be when he married Sue, because up until then we thought it was a lost cause.
One of my favorite memories of Kevin
is
when we went to the post and drank mint juleps at many a derby party.
My favorite memories of Kevin is going up to the maids at hotels and seeing how many bars of soap he can get.
One of my most comforting memories of Dad is when 9/11 happened and I called home and he said, "Nothing can separate you from God." And it was the most comforting thing I've ever heard while being away from family.
And one of my favorite memories of Kevin is when he helped me take the big green egg out of my car and hide it in his garage, which was a huge feat.
One of my favorite memories of Kevin is
when he saved his beer when he broke my yoga ball. Flipped over the back, beer was intact.
Some of my favorite memories of Kevin are at band practice a lot of times. He used to come in telling these jokes and we'd all be laughing our heads off and stuff. We'd be rolling on the floors and I'd try to go get a recorder and get him to say it again because I wanted to get it down so I could remember it. And we also played tennis together also, and so those were fun times. And
one of my favorite memories of Kevin is sitting with him on the beach in the evening time before dinner and drinking gluten-filled beer. Cerveza con gluten. Salud!
One of my favorite memories of Kevin is when we all went to Nashville and saw David Parmley at Station Inn. Kevin requested song after song after song, despite Parmley's refusal to play any of them. And I think that is a testament to Kevin's determination and his fortitude.
One of my favorite memories of you is us sitting out on the porch. It was one of the beach house trips, I don't remember which one. And it was just you and I sitting out on the porch for another 2 hours, just talking about God and talking openly about it. And you know, there was no judgment on either of our parts. There was no trying to convince one of one thing or the other. And it was a really amazing conversation, very special to me.
One of my favorite memories of Kevin is singing at Jack's baptism. Thank you for that.
One of my favorite memories of Dad is when we went to Costa Rica and I taught him how to say Pura Vida Mai, and we went ziplining, and at the very end of the tour he turned around to a group of young Costa Rican guys and said Pura Vida Mai, and they all lost it, and Dad looked at me in the most like excited, just like thrilled way I've ever seen him.
My favorite memory would probably be all the late night conversations we have when we all visit together.
One of my favorite memories of Kevin is playing music together in the basement of his house.
My favorite memory, I have to go back to the beginning of our relationship, and that's when he asked me to marry him on the night we met. And I laughed and he was sad. And well, we all know how that turned out, so that's a good thing.
happy birthday, you awesome man. We wish you the best in years to come.
So, Kevin, we love you, and happy birthday, Cab.
Happy birthday, Cab.
Happy birthday, Kevin. You are a cornerstone and a touchstone for more people than you know.
Happy birthday, Kevin. Love you.
Happy birthday, Kevin. I love you and I mean it.
So happy birthday, little bro. Hope you have a good one.
Happy birthday, Kevin! You the man! Looking forward to a future of great memories with you.
God's blessings to you, bud.
Happy birthday, Kevin. Love you. Have a great 65 and many, many more to come.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Dad. Enjoy retirement, stay busy, and love on Della.
So happy birthday, Kevin. We love you so much, and we're so thankful that you're in our lives. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Kevin.
Happy birthday, our brother.
And our final and most wonderful thing.
On his birthday, I'd like to wish Kevin a happy birthday, and hope you drink a few for me.
Happy birthday to you, Kevin.
Happy 65th birthday, Kevin. I hope it's a great one.
So happy birthday. 65 is a marker of sorts. And, you know, I think that I would be very proud of the life I'd led were I you. I love you, and I'll talk to you soon.
Happy birthday, Kevin.
Happy birthday, Dad. I love you a billion times more than you will ever possibly imagine.
Happy birthday, Kevin.
Happy birthday, Kevin, and I love you.
Happy birthday, Kevin. Thank you for many years of wisdom. You're the greatest, and I love you from the bottom of my heart.
Besides being witty, comical, and funny, you've been my spiritual rock. And for that, I thank you, honey. I love you. Happy birthday.